welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Faye. In case you're clicking this video for the first time, you are very much welcome. I've really missed you guys. I haven't posted any recipe video for some time, but I am back, and I'm back with this amazing yummy minced beef stew. You guys are going to love this. So this is my go-to quick and easy dinner dish. I love making this when I don't have much time to cook because it is such a simple dish and it requires very simple ingredients that I know you guys already have in your kitchen right now. I've paired it with my seasoned rice, which is such an amazing rice. You guys are going to love this as well. So I'm also showing you how to make this seasoned rice in this video. The recipe is super simple. I've listed all the ingredients in the description box down below. Don't forget to check on that. So I hope you guys make this dish, and as usual, if you make it, don't forget to tell me how yours came out on the comment section down below. So without saying more, let's get started. So first, let's quickly prepare the vegetables that we are going to use for our meat stew. So here I have some potatoes. I've nicely peeled them. Then we'll just roughly chop them to any size you want, but I would prefer you chop them into very smaller sizes so that they cook faster. So once you're done chopping them, we'll just put that aside. Next, here I have some carrots. So I'm using one medium-sized carrot, and I'm also going to chop that as well, as you see the way I'm doing it here. Once you're done, you'll put that aside. Also, for my meat stew, I'll be adding some green peas. So these are frozen peas. So all our vegetables are ready. Also, let's quickly prepare our onions. So I'm using one medium-sized white onion. You can also use red onions if you have. Also, we're going to use some garlic cloves. So I'm using 2 garlic cloves. Just go ahead and mince that, and once you're done, put that aside. And now let's get to cooking. So you're first going to start by making our meat stew. So over medium heat, you'll place your pan, and then you're going to add some vegetable oil. I'm also adding some unsalted butter. Butter makes this stew taste so amazing. But if you don't have butter, it's okay, just use oil. So once you've melted that butter, you're going ahead to add the minced beef. You can use any minced meat you want. So immediately you've added the meat in your pan, you're going to make sure that you're breaking it into smaller pieces. This is just to avoid any big lumps, and we don't want the lumps in our meat sauce. So next, we're going to add the minced garlic and the chopped onions. You're going to mix this well for about a minute or two, or until your onions are nicely done. So next, I'm going to add 1 beef cube. Don't skip this step, it makes your meat taste so amazing. I'm also going to add half a cup of water. Mix that well for about a minute, and then we're just going to cover our pan, and we're going to let this meat cook for about 10 to 15 minutes, or until all that water is gone. So now our meat is ready for our next step. As you can see, all that water has run dry, and that's what we need. So next, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. I'm also going ahead to add 1 cup of tomato puree. You can use blended tomatoes or even tomato sauce. So just go ahead and mix that well for about a minute or two. And once that is nicely mixed, you're going ahead to add our chopped vegetables. So you'll add the potatoes and the carrots first. So for the peas, we'll add them later because the peas cook faster. So for now, we're just going to mix this well, and then you're going to add some beef broth. So I'm using 2 cups of beef broth. If you don't have beef broth, water is fine. So mix that well for about a minute. And now it's time to season our meat stew. So I've just added a teaspoon of paprika powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and also half a teaspoon of chili flakes. You can omit the chili if you don't like it spicy, but if you like it spicy, just add the chili flakes. We are going to let this cook for about 5 minutes. This is just to half cook the carrots and the potatoes. And once the 5 minutes is done, now it's time to add our green peas, and then you're going to mix that well for about a minute, and then you're going to let this cook for about another 5 minutes. This is just to allow everything to cook well, or until the potatoes and the carrots are nicely done and soft. And that's just it, guys. Our meat stew is ready. As you can see, it looks so yummy, and let me tell you guys, it smells as amazing as it looks, and the potatoes are also tender. You will love this. So to finish it off, just chop some fresh parsley leaves, or you can also use coriander leaves, and then you're just going to sprinkle on top of your meat stew, and that's just it. Your meat stew is done. But before we serve it, let me quickly show you how to make the seasoned rice that I served with this meat stew. So for the rice, I'm using basmati rice. I'll be using 2 cups of basmati rice. This will serve 3 to 4 people. So make sure you wash your rice. So now let's get to cooking. So in your pan, you're going to add some vegetable oil. You're also going to add a tablespoon of butter. Also, butter makes the rice taste so yummy. So once you've melted that butter, you're going to add 1 beef cube. So just crush 1 beef cube into your pan, and then you're going to make sure that you break it down into very smaller pieces and mix it well with that butter. And next, you're going to add the rice. Add it slowly to your pan, and then you're going to make sure that you've mixed it well with the seasoning. So the beef cube actually acts as our seasoning for this rice dish, and it makes the rice taste so amazing. You can use any cube or seasoning you want, vegetable seasoning or even chicken seasoning. So next, here I'm going ahead to add some water. So I always have this rule when I cook my rice. So for every cup of rice, I use 2 cups of water. So since I used 2 cups of rice, I've added 4 cups of water. Now I'm just adding salt and pepper, and then I'm going ahead to mix that well. So I'm just going to let this rice cook uncovered until all that water is done. And once the water is done, I'm going ahead to turn the heat to low, and then I'm going to cover it with my lid. I'm going to let this cook for about 10 minutes. So at this point, the rice is just cooking with the steam. So you'll cook the rice until it's nicely fluffy, tender, and you can easily press it with your fingers, as you can see here. And that means that our rice is ready. So next, you'll just sprinkle some freshly chopped parsley leaves or even coriander leaves. Mix that well, and that's just it. Our rice is ready to serve with our stew. So dinner is ready. Go ahead, serve your rice and the minced beef stew. This one tastes so amazing. You can see how the sauce looks like. It tastes so good. Finish it off with some more freshly chopped parsley leaves. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. It's such an amazing, quick and easy dinner recipe that you can enjoy with your family, with your friends. I hope you make it, and I hope you enjoy.
And that's all we're making today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys are going to make this amazing minced beef stew. And as usual, if you make it, don't forget to tell me how yours came out in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more of my amazing recipes. To get more of my amazing recipes, we can connect on Instagram or on TikTok at fields_kitchen. So till my next video, guys. Bye.